Good morning, church. Heidi here. Happy Saturday. I hope this message finds you well. Today we're in day 13 of our reading plan, and in Matthew 13, we see quite a few parables from Jesus. And Jesus is very intentional about the details that he tells these stories in. And so I wanted to highlight the parable of the hidden treasure and of the priceless pearl. It's verses 44 through 46. It says, "The kingdom of heaven is like treasure buried in a field that a man found and reburied. Then in his joy he goes and sells everything he has and buys that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls. When he found one priceless pearl, he went and sold everything he had and bought it." So to give us some context of what that meant during that time, fields were actually a place to store treasure, especially in times of war. We see a lot of people burying their most valuable possessions in hopes of hiding it from others. And when people would exchange or acquire new land, there was a strong possibility of actually finding buried treasure. And so when I think of this story, I think of what does that mean for us today, and how does that kind of compare? And I think of Storage Wars, actually. In Storage Wars, it's a TV show where they take their storage units and they bid. They go in a bidding war, right? They go back and forth bidding in hopes to get a storage unit that's worth a lot of money, right? And a lot of times they don't see the materials, they don't know, but they're in hopes of this great treasure. And here Jesus tells this story knowing that people understand these details about the fields, knowing that people very well hide their possessions in their fields. And I feel like Jesus gives a very particular detail here that if we really truly understand the value of the kingdom, we're willing to give up everything. If we truly understand that. And I feel like that was pressing for me, because it made me question, how am I organizing and prioritizing my life with that truth? Because if we really were to put the kingdom first and foremost, knowing its value, we would be like the man finding the one priceless pearl, willing to give up everything he has, knowing the value of the kingdom. And so my question that I would have for you is, are we willing to give up our everything, knowing the value of the kingdom? I truly believe that we can humbly come before God and give him everything. I hope this blesses you in your day. God bless.